We would like to the most dynamic Mahesh Bigala, WAM TRS Global NRI Coordinator and brother of Mr. Ganesh Bigala MLA, and he's a very, very active person in NRI circles. I think everybody knows him. He is the main brain behind that World Telugu Conference, which has done in a very fabulous manner in 2017. And Sri Mahesh Bigala is running a university in Australia. He's running companies in America, and he's the CEO, and he has a business in many continents across the world. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us, and please guide us how we can be successful like you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Third speaker is Mahesh Bigala garu. Please go ahead on this.
Thank you, Andy. My name is Mahesh Bigala. Thanks for inviting me for this business summit, WAM Business Summit. And today's topic, investment, startup, and technology. And the next session is scaling up globally. Pretty much, though they are interlinked, what we need to do. So before getting onto the topic, I want to just say a few things. The reason being, it is my life is about a startup. So I want to just go practically more than just what is happening in the market now. The investment, startup, and the technology. My life is a startup, and I do the investments, and I was in the technology. I'm continuing the technology. And the next topic, what it is scale up globally. I have scaled up globally. So to give you just my background, people might think that only certain people can do the business or entrepreneurship. But my background is, I come from a place called Maklur, which is a rural place of Nizamabad district. I studied my schooling and all that in a government school from 1st to 10th, where even including my brother and my siblings. Now he's the MLA for the second time in the Telangana. His name is Ganesh Bigala. Coming from that background, then I did my polytechnic, engineering in Siddhartha. Then I went to Australia to finish my MS in Australia. So when I finished my MS, because it's in the blood of maybe Vaishyas, I thought I shouldn't be working. I should start something on my own. That's when my startup started, actually. All my friends, they got plenty of opportunities to go to America, and then H1 visa and started working. 98, 99% of the people, they started going on H1 visa to start getting the employment. But I stayed back saying that I want to do something in Australia, and I started a small training institute in the IT. Not to work in the IT, but I wanted to train people and send them to US. That's the first consultancy I started. And then I sent few people to America as a IT employees. Then I thought there is a good potential in US itself. Why not in UA? So why should I stay in Australia? Then I went back to America. Then when I went back to America, I started an IT company, but I never worked even single day to an employer or anything. So the first was my entrepreneurship. People might think, what is the difference? Like, we all come from the business background. There is a big difference between the business. Vaishyas means we are all the business people. But there is a difference between the business and the entrepreneurship. Maybe most of them, they think it's like business and entrepreneurship is the same thing. But to just give you the clear-cut example, the first generation, say, we can call like it's a business. And the second generation, whoever is coming, if they don't want to get into the father's business or add the technology or innovation to their own business and take it to the next level, that's called the entrepreneurship, where you have to take more risks into your business and scale up and innovate. So to give my background after that, when I went to America, I started an IT company. Then I saw the potential to grow the consulting thing into an educational institution and then the university. In 95, I went to Australia. In 98, we started a college. In 99, we started a university in Australia. Till date, it's about 20 years. We graduated more than 20,000 students, most across the globe. We have the students coming from India. We have the courses in all the areas, including M.B.A, IT, undergrad, postgrad, diploma, English courses, several other courses. So we have the campuses in Sydney and Adelaide, 2 cities we are running our campuses for the last 20 years. And my IT company, when I started, I exited from 2 IT companies. And then I am into, again, education sector because I thought my vertical is more of education. I'm connecting my education background to IT. That's Knowledge Resources Group, what we started in Australia. We work on multiple projects with the government of Georgia, and where we develop their curriculum and support the government system in Atlanta, Georgia. Then I started the Rockwell International School, co-founded with my partner. And the Rockwell International School in Hyderabad is like among the top 5 educational institutions in India. I'm proud to say that, we are, my friend is also like, so then scaling up. Then we thought like, we got the brand, then we should scale up. So then we scaled up to, started franchising into free preschools, and then again to other states, the school as well. And to give a background about the startups, Telangana itself is a startup state. I work very closely with the KTR Garu, and I'm the NRI coordinator for the TRS, and I travel all the time with the CM Garu Gani. Wherever KTR goes, I was even recent trip, I was in US, I was traveling, and we met so many companies and how to bring the investments into Telangana. So even if you look at the opportunities, what we have in today, the Telangana government, the ecosystem, what is being created is, as soon as the government formed in 2014, 2015, the T-Hub is a brainchild of KTR. He's created the T-Hub just to encourage the startups. And today, in the last 5 to 7 years, there are about over 500 to 550 startups have been successful, and there are about over $200 million funding has been done from this T-Hub. And recently, last 1 month back only, our Honorable CM inaugurated the T-Hub 2.0, which is the world's largest facility, because we have visited every country, everywhere, the startup facility. But this is the best facility anybody can have, we can witness in the state of Telangana, where we have it right across in Gachibowli. That's the best part of it. And to give the background, connecting my background to the opportunities what are available now, I would always suggest this younger generation, yes, probably my parents might think that, I have a business, I don't want my kid to take the risk. But please, I suggest don't do that mistake. Let them be on their own. So if you are allowing them into their own business, you have that opportunity anyway, even after 5 years. Let them be on their own, but if you want them to enter into your business, come with the new innovative ideas, think them to scale it up. But if they want, okay, if you think we are comfortable, let them come and our giant business, but you are restricting his ability to grow. So let them, the second generation should become entrepreneurs, not the businessmen. That's what my message to the second generation people. Please become entrepreneurship. Start up your company. There are plenty of opportunities. There is so much of an ecosystem. See, all these startup companies, everybody thinks startup means maybe IT product or domain, or it's not a IT, just not the IT. Any idea can be a startup idea. Whatever the vertical, it can be a startup company you can start. In the past, you think that the several models were only data and equity, but if you look at, if anybody sees the value in your product, there are so many people are funding, there are so many venture capitalists are there. If your idea is good, even you can grow to the next level. Even the Swiggy, where is the Swiggy coming from? Swiggy is from Hyderabad, and the Bangalore and Hyderabad. So there are so many startups, even you don't think that, okay, there are so many other opportunities are there, but all these ideas have been exhausted. No, the ideas never gets exhausted. Uber has started, but now there is a Rapido, which is started, the founders are from here, and the Rapido is going to the next scale. So always when I travel with KTR Garu, he always says 3 things to the young and new talent. Innovate your idea, then incubate, then incorporate. So these are the 3 I's fundamentally you should believe in. Innovate, come up with always the innovation. You have plenty of time in your lifetime as soon as you graduate, or even while working in the graduation, while you can come up with ideas. To give an example, NRI Vysya Association, I was one of the founding member, and I was on the board for 10 years before moving back to India. Recently, there was a global convention, 6th global convention, where TGV Garu, we were all there, GMR Garu were there. So we met one young, dynamic guy. He's about 24 years. He started his company. Today, his bank balance is $16 million.
Great.
And he donated $160,000, means which is about 1 crore straight away to the convention, actually to the fund, Vasavi Education Fund or something. So he is still in the college, and his company was startup, but he didn't make all this money in the startup. He started and used his technology, and he exited. Then he invested into the stocks. He took the opportunity. He invested most of them. When I was talking to on the sides, he was saying that he knew that the EVs are going to make decent in the future. Then he invested all into Tesla. So his few $1 million made him into $16 million. So as a Vasavites, not only making the money, we have always giving back to the society. That's another thing that what he proved. And coming to our background as well, with the Mana Uru Mani Badi, the Telangana government program, whatever they have created, we have donated 1 crore to our school, and then we are coming up with the world's, it should look like international school. We are coming back that government school as an international school. So which means we are trying to create that startup environment or the ecosystem, even from the rural areas. So that now the IT and startup is not just staying in it doesn't have the geographical restrictions. It doesn't have to be in Silicon Valley or Bangalore. It can go to the second tier city or third tier city. There are plenty of opportunities. I request every parent here, encourage your kids to the entrepreneurship. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Mahesh. I would like to talk to audience after hearing from his boiling blood speech. Don't we all remember Darwin's theory, which is necessity is the mother of invention, struggle for existence, and survival of the fittest. That's what Darwin said a long ago. After seeing Mahesh long 10 minutes talk, though he hails from a political family, he has a lot of ideas in his brain, made me to think away from the political career and think of everyday startup, everyday innovation, everyday something new. That is what is required in the second generation. And if we are business people already, we have made enough. At least our second generation, don't make them business people. Make them entrepreneurs. Let them burn money. You give $1 million. Let him use that. Let him use his ideas. Let him burn. One day, he will come out with extremely high ideas. There, you can support him. That's what I have to, I get after hearing from him.
Good evening. This is M.N.R.Gupta. Actually, there is International Year of Millets 2023. I request all WAM members and other international groups to involve into millets business also as a startup or anything like that, because it's a Pata Pantala Jatara, something like it is coming. Mahesh garu Bigala nak cheppan nenu. So Telangana mana pacha jonnalu padutunnayi, actually jonnalu gunchi marchipoyaru. So ippudu endante business lo chaala gap unnadi, food business undi kabatti international lo millets ki encourage chestunna worldwide ga. I am representing United Nations for 60 countries now. So next year International Year of Millets undi. Just keeping into point of this, I want to discuss this point. Okay.
Discuss with whom?
Your team members or anybody.
Any specific person you are trying to.
Bigala
Bigala garu, you can answer that. Millets.
Okay, and it's thank you. Millets business ne kaakunda anything related to, she spoke about the family connectivity, somebody has some other issues, or it can be a WAM, or it can be anybody. Basically, more of my responsibility in the government is being an NRI coordinator with the party. What I've been working is everywhere we have the teams about in 60 countries. Any message comes, it straight away goes to every team member. Examples, recently చూసుకున్నా కూడా COVID time lo somebody was like the lockdown, they wanted a medicine somewhere, the parents got stuck. We could arrange that everywhere. So recently somebody passed away in Portugal, and they said the body is not able to come to India. What is the procedure? And I requested the government, and immediately we sent the message to the embassy in Portugal, and that body is getting it clear. So it's not only about a millets. Anything related to NRI affairs, I'm there to help you. Please feel free to contact me anywhere across the globe. Like we have the message away, we can reach out to the about 60 to 70 countries people right away.
So thank you so much for your overwhelming response of questions. We will provide the phone number of the people whoever you want, not to disappoint you, but we want to proceed for the next program, and we have tight schedules. So we are winding up this session, and I would like to thank all the eminent members for their valuable time, energy, and effort to grace their presence here to enhance us and empower us with their knowledge to reach us to the global level. I would like to request Mr. Ganesh Raipudi to come to stage to honor all the panel discussion member. Next. Badam Krishnarao garu also, please come and join. And actually, WAM is doing a lot of MOUs also. We have hundreds of MOUs till now to give benefits to the members. Today we are signing one MOU with Gupta ji Investment. I request Mr. Raviteja Gupta, please come onto the stage quickly and to exchange the MOU between WAM and you.